Welcome back, everyone, to the Daily Chicken Update and step 3 of integrating our two groups of chickens together. If you're panicking that you missed step 2, do not. You did not miss it. I didn't record it because it was quite boring. Step 2 was just putting the chicks in a dog crate instead of in their raised garden bed and putting it right up next to the coop so that the two basically shared a wall. They pretty much ignored each other, so I didn't record it and did not upload it. So since step 2 went so smoothly, I figured it was time to move on to step 3 and move the dog crate into the coop with the laying hens. This also went very well. It went so well, in fact, that after a day, I think, of doing this, we waited for the hens to go to sleep at night. And once they moved up to their perches, we went out and put the chicks up in the straw with the hens, said a prayer that they would be alive in the morning, and left. So I woke up the next day, went out to check on them as soon as the sun was up, and 4 of the chicks were still upstairs in the straw. 1 was on the ramp to get upstairs, and then one of the Wyandottes was underneath the platform being pecked to death by the 2 hens. So I obviously put a stop to it, rescued the one who had been under attack, and she was missing quite a few feathers and was bleeding a little bit on her back. So I put all 6 back in the dog crate. Foolishly, because I'm a first-time chicken flock manager, I figured I'd try again the next night, waited for the hens to go to their perches for the night, and then put the 6 chicks upstairs again. I went out to check on them a couple times before I went to sleep, and the hens were once again attacking the chicks. So that night, I pulled all 6 out, and they spent the night in their original tub back in our laundry room. In a full panic at this point, I watched a bunch of YouTube videos that night and learned 2 things. First is that I was doing this when the chicks were way too young. They were like 4 to 5 weeks when I started, and most other people said to wait until they're about 3 months old. Second thing is that I was going way too fast. Other people had left them on step 3, which is this step, for like anywhere from 6 days to a couple weeks. And I did it for 1 day. So the next day I moved them back into the dog crate and decided to keep them in there for a few weeks. I made it a little homier, gave them more food, hung the water up, and gave them a couple perches. And that's the end of step 3. Subscribe and click the bell to see step 4.